Greetings. I am Taven of a Mind Transformed, and this is Manna for your journey. Genesis chapter 4 covers Genesis chapter 3 covers what is called the fall of man. The time that Eve ate the fruit, not an apple. We don't know what fruit it was. The Bible just said it was fruit. She gave some to Adam, who was with her at the time, who saw the entire exchange between her and the serpent. He was privy the entire time, didn't step in, didn't stop it. He also ate the fruit. And then, of course, God shows up on the scene. And we get this famous exchange between God and Adam. God is looking for Adam. He's calling out for Adam, asking Adam, where is he? And Adam is hiding. And he says, of course, why are you hiding? He's hiding because we are naked. And God's famous reply is, who told you you were naked? Now, he wasn't necessarily asking Adam as a problem of a question of whether or not being naked was really the issue. What he was really asking Adam, what he really meant when he said, who told you you were naked? What he's really saying is, who told you that was a problem? Who told you I had an issue with you being naked? Because Adam is hiding himself in shame. He's hiding himself from God. And God is basically asking him, who told you I had a problem with that? For many of us, I ask the same question. As we come to the end of 2023, my question to you is this: who told you God had a problem with certain things that you do? Certain things in your life? Did you get it from reading and studying the Word? Did you get it from your devotional time, your prayer time, talking to God? Did God reveal it to you in a dream or a vision? Did it come from God, or did someone else who says they know God or knew of God, or someone else who read the scripture and maybe eisegeted scripture instead of exegesis told you? And now you've been living under the assumption that God has a problem with something that you do, and so you may hide yourself from God, or you live with guilt and shame. And the relevant question is, who told you that was an issue? What Adam failed to realize is naked is exactly how God created him. God created him, didn't give him clothes, which showed that God never had a problem with it. For some of us, God created something in us. He created us to act in a certain way. He created us to do certain things. He already knew full well that's what we were going to do because that's how he created us. And yet when we come into some knowledge or some understanding of it, because the enemy of faith is truly knowledge. I'm not saying anybody should be ignorant, but knowledge without proper understanding and proper context is dangerous, and it's the enemy of faith. So we come into some sort of knowledge, some understanding that we don't have real proper understanding of. We're not looking at it in the right light, in the right context, and it becomes a hindrance to our relationship with Christ. Adam became aware he was naked after he bit into the fruit. He became aware he was naked, and he thought it was a problem. Because how could God see the innermost parts of me? How could God see everything about me unfiltered and not have an issue? How can God see me exactly as I am and not have a problem with it? Adam came into some understanding about himself, and he had a problem with it. It changed how he saw himself, so he thought it changed how God saw him. God is Alpha and Omega. He's the beginning and the end. He stands outside of time. He's omniscient. It means he knows everything. God called us out of darkness into the marvelous light. We accepted the call. We came into a relationship with God, and he knew every single sin we were going to create. He knew every commit. He knew every time we were going to fall short, every time we would do the opposite, every time we'd operate in disobedience, and he called us out of darkness into the marvelous light anyway. God knew every time we were going to mess up, and every time we were going to make these great declarations that we were never going to mess up again, and we were going to go right back and mess up again, and he created us anyway. Sometimes us coming into the knowledge of something is just us coming late to the party about something God already knew. And he still tells us to come boldly before the throne of grace. My ask for you is this: examine your life. The things that cause you guilt and shame, the things that you think you may be hiding from God, and ask yourself honestly, Do you think God feels the same way? Who told you that was a problem? The secret is God has always known that about you, and he's loved you anyway. Well, not loved. He loves you anyway. Well, that's all I have for you today. Again, my name is Tabin of A Mind Transformed. This has been Manna for Your Journey. Be blessed.